again. Yes, so especially in the UK or England, it's that annoying time of the year where, we're heading into winter and everyone's getting colds and flus and yeah, not particularly nice. And I just had a flu not too long ago, actually. It wasn't the worst flu I've had, but it still wasn't particularly nice. And I was just lying in bed and I was like, oh, what can I do to heal myself? What have I done in the past? Because I don't always think to do these things when I've been ill, but we get better, I suppose, with practice. So I was like, what can I do? So I was feeling horrible. I had a head cold or a head flu, or I was just very congested in the head, very congested and nasally, obviously in my nose, just not very nice. So the first thing that I grabbed was a piece of selenite, which you can get from anywhere, but I'd probably recommend getting it from Etsy because they're trusted sellers on there, and you can guarantee you're going to get an authentic, piece of selenite. So, just about that size will do. Just large enough for it to fit on your head, so your forehead. So it's best to do this when you're lying down. I'll try and demonstrate, but I mean it's pretty simple, really. You lie down and you just stick this crystal, or that way, doesn't matter. Just on your forehead. And because selenite is it's a powerful crystal, like a lot of crystals are, but selenite is I've come to realize, and I didn't do any research on this. This was all intuitive, and like I say, one day I decided to pick a crystal, and it was selenite. I work amazing, or should I say, selenite works amazing with my energy. I just love it, and it's a very high vibrational energy, as I mentioned. So what it does is, it just the way I visualize what it's doing when it's on my forehead is it's kind of just like sucking up all that badness, all that low frequency vibrational energy that's going on, because that's basically what's happening, when you get ill, or you're under the weather, or you're run down. Basically what happening is your vibration frequency energy is weak, maybe because of stress or worries or just life in general. It can happen to anyone. And so when your defenses are down, when your energy's down and not as strong, then we're more prone to catching illnesses, colds, flus, and things like that. So anyway, so when you are poorly, or you could just do this anyway, just to prevent from getting these colds and flus, because if your energy is protected and strong, your aura is strong, then nothing can really penetrate that your aura. Nothing can affect you, because obviously, again, illnesses, diseases are all very low vibrational things. So if that makes sense. So yeah, so like I say, just selenite on your forehead, and it will just again absorb any of that yuckiness, and also it will help to elevate your frequency, which will also help you clear and get rid of this cold or flu or whatever it is you're suffering with. Also for migraines, headaches are absolutely amazing. As soon as you get a migraine, stick it on your head and just let it do its work. And for me personally, within like 2-3 minutes, I already feel the effects. So it's just incredible. So that's the crystal side of things. So the other things you can use is Epsom salts. So again, you can get them from Etsy or Amazon, and you can get them in like the crystal forms or the flake forms, whichever you prefer. And just put usually I put a full cup of that in the bath, and I also put some lavender oils, because lavender again is a high frequency essential oil, as many of them are. So that just helps. Also put in some crystals, put some crystals in the bath, but not selenite. Never put selenite in water, because it will dissolve eventually and it will ruin your crystal. To use things like clear quartz is amazing. It's the number one top crystal for protection. Again, it draws out any yuckiness and low vibrational things like viruses. So what the Epsom salts do, they actually suck and absorb and just draw out any toxins and any viruses that you have in your body, especially at that time when you have the flu and stuff. And I always feel amazing after I've had a nice soak in the bath for about 20 minutes, half an hour. It's entirely up to you. And again, it just helps elevate your vibration, and it really, really helps. Remember to obviously do things like drink water, basic things. We all know this, lemon and honey, which is great as well. And yeah, and just again, you can meditate as well. Meditation, again, that elevates your frequency. So anything like that, anything that elevates your frequency, it obviously just makes you stronger, your energy aura stronger, and not only will it help again, lessen the symptoms of whatever it is that's causing you to feel poorly. It will also, again, just help keep your energy strong. So, yeah, I hope all that makes sense, because sometimes in my head it's like rambling, ramble. But yeah, I hope it makes sense.
No, you did great.
Yeah, and I
Is there anything
think
else? That's it?
what I did, you don't have to do this, but I did this again. I didn't read it in a book. I just intuitively did it one day, and it worked, and I've done it ever since. So, we all have spirit guides. Every single one of us have spirit guides, and I always refer to them as a bit like the genie in the lamp. They can only intervene so much if it's in our pre-soul contract, is what I call it, whatever we agreed upon before incarnating. So, but when it's things like daily things, or if you're ill and that, a lot of people forget to ask their guides. You have to ask them. They can't just be like, oh, Zoe's poorly, we're just going to heal her. You have to ask them, because they can't go against our free will. They're probably sitting there like, oh, I wish Zoe would just speak to me and ask me to heal her, because I would heal her. But anyway, so you kind of get the point. Just ask them. There's no particular way in asking them. Just basically say, spirit guides, as you're well aware, I'm slightly under the weather. I'm pretty poorly right now. Could you please help lessen the symptoms, or just lift this repressive, heavy virus, low vibrational energy off of me? Or could you heal me? If you don't ask, you don't get. That's what I say.
Ask
And
and you
that's
shall receive. Yes.
ask and you shall receive. And that's what I did. And the first time I did it, oh my God, I was blown away. The first time I asked them, oh, what was it I had? I think it was the flu again, years ago. It was immediate results, immediate results. I'm not even joking. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. It was like 2 minutes went by and I felt normal. And then I was like, oh, and then I realized, God, I don't feel crappy. I don't feel awful. And then I remembered, oh, obviously I asked my guides. Yeah, and they did wonders. They did something, and I felt amazing. So yeah, don't be shy, guys. Ask your guides absolutely anything. That's what they're there for, to assist us. Because there's times they want to intervene, but they know they can't, because they can't go against our free will. But as Linda said, ask and you might or shall receive.
You
So
shall
there you go.
receive.
You
Absolutely. It's
shall
guaranteed.
receive. Yes.
So, yes, awesome. Thank you. Well, I
No
think that wraps
worries.
it up for this one, and we'll be back for another one soon. Thank you, and ciao for now.
Bye.